Okay, I kind of had a good response on my Stampede VXL project, so I thought I would record another video. Now it's been a while and I've gone through a few parts, bashed it really hard, and just kind of give you an overall synopsis of what I had to do to it. So as you can see, the body's pretty hammered, even with the fiber mesh on the bottom. The posts still ripped through, corners got holes in them. Definitely prolonged it though. I definitely recommend the mesh. That body wouldn't have lasted that long without it. So let's just start. We'll take off the top and go through the truck. So let's start with the front. As you can see, the RPM bumper, I did go through one RPM bumper, sent it back to RPM, they sent me a new one. Nitride shocks, I did all 4 of those. They bent pretty quick. Notice I don't have a guard, my RPM shock guard like I do in the rear. It's because I took them off to clean my truck and the kids lost them, or lost one of them, so I had to take them off. None of the RPM bearing carriers in the front broke. One in the back did on a bad jump. So I did upgrade RPM skid plates. This is actually this one doesn't come in Stampede. You have to buy the slash, but it converts really well on their website. It shows you how to convert it to. So that worked out really well. I went through a couple of these body mounts. Those broke. I did upgrade the shock towers. That was not on my initial build, so I had to upgrade those. This servo's held up really, really well. I recommend it. It's on Hobby King. I wish I could get a better shot of it, and I would show you which one. Anyway, the ESC, this is kind of it kept overheating and doing the thermal shutdown, so I basically took this spacer and spaced it right there, and then it gave some gap inside the ESC. Wish that thing would focus better, sorry. Anyway, the air can travel into there and hasn't did the thermal shutdown yet. So kind of routed the wires a little nicer. I upgraded my radio to a Spectrum 3, which has been nice. Gives you a lot more, sorry, I'm just getting the radio. There's the radio. Gives you a lot more controls. You can make a lot more changes, that type of thing. So anyway, had to go get a new bearing motor kit because the bearings fried and that, so I rebuilt it, which has worked out great. Took the cover off because I was always messing with this and I've never put it back on, and I haven't had any issues, so I've left it off. I did use metal braid for this just to protect those wires and that motor because they're so blast expensive. I did upgrade the rear shock tower to RPM, which has worked a lot nicer. I broke one of these camber links, so I used one of my boys' plastic ones because I upgraded him to RPM. That hasn't broken, so I'm just going to leave it. I know it doesn't match, but it doesn't matter. Alright, let's go to the wheels. As you can see, these aren't the stock wheels. I upgraded to a Proline Desperado wheel. They just kept cracking. The initial ones from all the hits like this, you would see lots of little cracks going around inside. So I upgraded the wheels. My good friend Dan, good friend of mine, he boiled off the original tires. So those are the original tires. So anyway, that's about it. Great truck. Everything's worked extremely well on it. I think I may do the Pede differential lock idea because the back could be a little better. I did go with the 3-port shock absorber circle. You get them with your kit just so the shocks are a little more forgiving. That way it held the track a lot better. So anyway, that's the truck. I'm really happy with it. I have no regrets going from the 4-wheel drive to the 2-wheel drive like my first video said. And there she is, one sweet machine.